Alright, so overtraining, is it a myth? Is training 7 days a week will impact your gains? Is it gonna be overdoing it? Alright, I posted that video of me doing 7 workouts a week, and I've been sharing that I train 7 days a week for the past 5 years. I take no days off and I do 60 minutes 90 minutes every single workout. And a lot of people, science-based lifter, are basically bashing me and saying that this is BS. You're leaving gains on the table, you're doing it all wrong. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about overtraining. What is really overtraining? Are we really overtraining when we're exercising 7 days a week? Can the human body take as much? Well, you know what, guys? Back in the days, in Arnold's days, golden era bodybuilders, they used to train for hours every single day, 7 days a week. And they used to go in the morning, come back in the evening, and that was pretty much all they were doing. Were they overtraining? Science might say that they've been overtraining. As science says that tobacco was healthy 50 years ago. As science said that partial reps are counterproductive, but now they're saying they're beneficial. Science is always going to be based on experience, on things that works. All right? And there's always going to be different science that will prove many things, and it only factors one thing. But you gotta understand that at the end of the day, you gotta try it for yourself and see what works for you. All right, bodybuilding is a very individual, unique sport. I will talk about overtraining, I will get into that, but I feel like a lot of people are not going to the source, which is themselves, and saying what works for them, but they're always listening to what this guy is saying, what Dr. Mike is saying, what this study is saying, what this bodybuilder is saying. What about what you think is best? What about what the experience you had? If you don't like the bench press but you feel better on the incline press, but the doctor said that the bench press is good, 99.999% of people will do the bench press. All right, because they can't trust themselves, or they don't even want to listen to themselves. Now let's talk about overtraining. The muscles need, let's give it 3 days to recover, all right? 3 days max to recover. Let's give it 3 days. While a muscle is recovering, you can train another one. While another one is recovering, you can train your legs. While your legs are recovering, you can train your back, chest, shoulders. There's many muscle groups, all right? So as long as you give sufficient time for this body part to recover, within 3 days, you can still train it. So now, can you fill up those days with other body parts that won't affect the one that is recovering now? Yes. Now, would pumping blood in the area of a muscle that is recovering, would it help it recover? Yes, because you're bringing more blood, more nutrients, more oxygen in the area, which will help that chest recover. Let's say I did a big chest workout today, and for example, that's not something I would usually do, but let's say I kind of destroyed my chest and tomorrow they're recovering, and tomorrow I'll just do a little bit of a, I don't know, pump elastic workout with my chest, just getting some blood in there. Well, it will help my chest recover. The blood will accelerate the recovery. All right, it will take out the lactic acid, take out the waste, bring in nutrients, bring in oxygen, and help recover it faster. All right, people are so scared of overtraining, and I don't believe that people are training hard enough to be overtraining. I actually think that people are under recovering and under sleeping, under eating. That is a way bigger issue than overtraining, because I don't see people pushing themselves at the gym as much. And most of the guys that will tell you they're overtraining after 4 workouts, and if you do more than 4 workouts a week, you're overtraining, you see them at the gym and they're on their phone, they're not even pushing the intensity. The human body can take so much. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors used to be every single day outside in the wilderness, hunting, fighting, and training, and basically doing physical activities every single day. And now after 5 workouts, oh, I'm overtraining, I gotta be laying on my couch all day long. Guys, this is just pure laziness, and it's pretty much pure laziness. I've been doing it 7 days a week for the past 5 years, and every single morning I wake up full of energy, ready to go. Now, if you have a construction job, you have a very physical activity, that might be different for you. I don't have a very stressful life. I'm a personal trainer. I love my clients. I love my job. So I make sure that all my meals are in. I make sure that I optimize my sleep and my recovery. The only thing that I don't overstress is my nervous system. The only thing that will impact me is overstressing my nervous system, and that would cause maybe overtraining if I do it for long enough, which will be maxing out. Basically, when you're max out on your squat, on your bench, on your deadlift, on all those compound lifts, and you do it every single day, for a long time, for long enough volume, so let's say you do 15 sets of squats to failure, this will cause overtraining. All right, so it's the intensity and maxing out and overstressing your nervous system. My workouts are not every single day maxing out. They're not every single day very heavy workouts. Some workouts are more of a easy style, pump style workouts, and other days are more of a intense compound lifts. All right, so I play with it and I listen to my body. Don't listen to what this guy says or what I say. Don't even listen to that. Try it on yourself, but just be open-minded about it. Okay. It's crazy because we're in a time where people will only agree with you if you agree with them. They only support you if you agree with them. If you say the right things, if you tell them whatever they believe. All right. As soon as you say something they don't believe, people will just say, "Oh, this is false information. Oh, you're taking steroids. Oh, you're a bad influence." But this is what works for me. You tell me to share with you guys what works for me, and as soon as I do, people start unfollowing me and bashing me. I said no fap worked for me. I say 7 days a week works for me. I say I love red meat. Whatever you say, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, and it's the sad reality of the society. And yeah, I just believe that people need to be a bit more open-minded and experienced with themselves instead of just listening whatever they're told. All right, and not everyone is ready to do that, because some people have been believing something for so long that they don't wanna be opening their mind, thinking that they might be wrong. All right, try it out. 7 days a week. My split, I said it in the previous video, and that's it, guys. You know, bodybuilding is an internal sport, and find what works best for you. And that is why I don't hire a trainer, because and I feel it's a bit crazy for bodybuilders to hire trainers, because it's something it's an individual thing. It's like your DNA. You find what works best for you, and you progressively overload on the exercise that you feel well with, and you create that kind of plan for yourself because you know your body. So how come you want to tell someone else to tell you what to do? But it's an individual sport. It's something that you can only teach yourself, and you gotta figure it out for yourself. And that's what I believe. That's it for this video, guys. For the diet plan is different. There's always a bit more science when it comes to dieting. But for training, yes, we have the science, but up until now, people are still figuring it out. Is it 8 to 10 reps? Is it 15 reps? What time under tension? How long? Isometric, this, that. Everyone has a different approach and theory. Find out what works best for you. That's the best advice I can give you. I'll see you guys in the next one.